Hey, this is Daz from the Frugal Gamer website and I'm back with another video, and this time I'm going to be checking out the official Sony Pulse 3D headset for the PS5. These will set you back around £90, and after months of shortages, these are finally coming back in stock at certain retailers. And today I'm going to take a look and see if they're worth the money. So before I open the box, if you wanted to pick a set of these up, check out our website at frugalgaming.co.uk for the latest deals and stock updates on this product. These are the last of the official PS5 accessories that were released at launch and I'm yet to review, so I'm really excited to see how good these actually are. So inside the box you get a bunch of instruction leaflets as well as the headset itself. And like all the official PS5 accessories, the headset sticks with a minimal white and black design and matches the console perfectly. You also get this wireless dongle that plugs directly into the console itself, in addition to this cable that plugs into your controller's 3.5mm headphone port, just in case you wanted to use the headset in wired mode. You'll also find a USB-C charging cable, and I'm so glad they went for USB-C, as I think everybody's sick of using micro USB cables. I know a lot of people don't like the colour of the PlayStation 5, but I think the fact that it's white makes a nice change, and I'm glad they've kept the same colour scheme for all the accessories. The design is super minimal with no obvious branding, but there are a couple of PlayStation logos, but you have to look really close to even know that they're there. When it comes to the build quality, these do feel a lot more flimsy than I expected, and they're constructed entirely of plastic apart from the pleather ear cup cushions. The ear cups also wobble about and they really don't feel like a £90 headset, and I'm pretty disappointed in just how cheap they feel. They have a self-adjusting headband that's made of rubber, so you don't have to mess about adjusting them to get a decent fit, and to me they felt really comfortable. The ear cups are an over-the-ear design with chunky pleather cushions that fit nicely over my ears. The ear cushions seem a little deeper than usual, and this seems to give your ears more space to breathe. The material feels nice and soft, and I'm interested to see how long they last before cracking, like is often the case with this type of material. I've used these for several hours at a time, and I've got to say it's one of the most comfortable headsets I've used. When it comes to controls, these have all been put on the left ear cup, and this includes the power button, a mute button for the microphone and volume controls. There's also a monitor button that when switched on allows you to hear your own voice through the headset when you're chatting. And then there's the game and chat volume rocker that lets you adjust the balance of the game audio and chat audio, which is really handy. The USB-C and 3.5mm ports are also built into this ear cup, as well as two hidden microphone holes, and this brings me to something that I think Sony have messed up on. And that's the fact that there's no physical mic arm that you can move in front of your mouth to give you better chat audio quality. Instead they've opted to go for a couple of holes in the ear cup, which means the sound has to travel further to be picked up by the mic, and this comes at the cost of clarity of your audio. The chat audio doesn't sound horrible, but it does sound a lot more tinny and muffled than you'd expect from a headset that costs nearly £100. So this headset can be used with the PS5 and the PS4 console, as well as compatible Windows and Mac computers using the included adapter. There's two ways of connecting this headset to your console, and the first of which is connecting it wirelessly, and to do this you'll just need to plug the wireless dongle into the console and it should connect automatically when you turn on the headset. And if you do have any issues pairing the headset, then don't worry, there are loads of instructions in the box that tell you every step you need to take. The second connection method is by using the included audio cable to plug them straight into the controller's 3.5mm headphone port. You just plug them in and you're ready to roll. It really is simple, and you'll need to use this method when using the headset with PSVR. And on a side note, when playing in wired mode, the physical volume buttons on the headset won't work and you'll need to change the volume on the console settings page. However, this is only in wired mode and everything works fine when using it wirelessly. The battery life for the Pulse 3D headset is listed as 12 hours, which seems about right from my test. And when it comes to the wireless connection, it's really quite strong and I've had no interference whatsoever. Right, it's time to get to the important part, which is how these actually sound. And after seeing a lot of hype about these online, I'm pretty excited to see how good they are. The Pulse 3D headset takes advantage of the PlayStation 5's proprietary 3D Audio Tempest engine, which is designed to give you a much more immersive sound. And I have to say, the spatial awareness it gives you is pretty damn impressive. You can hear things like footsteps and raindrops and know exactly what position they're coming from in the game. So when you're playing games like Fortnite or Call of Duty, this really is a big advantage. So you may be able to hear an in-game caterpillar pass wind from 100 meters away and locate its exact position just through sound, but what about the bass, the explosions and the gunfire? Well, that's where things get a little bit weird. So the first game I played using this headset was Spider-Man Miles Morales, as I thought a big title like that with a beat-driven soundtrack would be great, but boy was I wrong. The audio sounded flat and I actually thought the headset was broken. There was next to no bass and the sound was just a massive disappointment. Then I tried Call of Duty Cold War and it was the same again. The gunfire and explosions were completely underwhelming, but the voice and environmental sounds were really nice and clear, but the punchiness of the bass was rubbish. And at this point I was ready to send these back for a refund, but then I tried Sackboy's Big Adventure and it was like I was using a completely different headset. The music sounded amazing and the bass gave a really good thump, and the sound of Sackboy bursting those little bubbles was awesome. It was a completely different experience to the previous two games. And then I played Death Stranding and this was even better. The music sounded crystal clear, so did the voice acting. And at the start of the game there's a pretty intense scene where something evil stomps past the main character, and this is where the headset blew my mind. The thuds caused by the bass of the footsteps sounded brilliant, and you could actually feel the vibration around your ears, and it matched up perfectly with the vibration from the Dualshock 4 controller's rumble feature. And it actually gave me goosebumps as it made a very intense scene a whole lot more immersive. So overall, with regards to the audio quality, the Pulse 3D headset can sound both seriously underwhelming and awesome, and it seems your experience depends totally on what game you're playing at the time. And I think this has to be something to do with how the headset manages the audio that's delivered by the PlayStation 5's Tempest audio engine. So I went into the console's audio settings to see if there was an equalizer so that I could adjust the amount of bass, but there's only an option to switch between a few different 3D profiles, which is ridiculous. There really needs to be a Pulse 3D headset companion app so you can control and adjust the audio to your liking. So overall, at this point I am disappointed with the Pulse 3D headset from Sony, and I'd recommend looking for an alternative from either SteelSeries or Astro. I can overlook the fact that they feel a bit flimsy, but the fact the audio quality is so hit and miss makes me regret spending the £90 I paid for them. And if they can sort out the same quality with a future firmware update, then I'd say these would be worth picking up. But until then, I'd say hold off or look for something else. So thanks for checking out this video, it's much appreciated, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like and maybe even subscribe. And don't forget to check out our website at frugalgaming.co.uk, where we list the best prices for everything gaming related. Check it out and never pay full price again.